Please be prepared. Cameras will roll shortly.
All right, people. The Frog put me in charge. And I say if you're going to be on this network, you gotta sing and dance.
Is this entire network managed by woodland creatures?
Line up, everyone, and do exactly as I do.
Joe Alasky. Rest in peace, Joe. He was Plucky Duck and Daffy Duck. All your favorite stars. This is like after ABC and CBS and NBC, they stopped doing this stuff. Why not the WB? That show died. The Nick Reno show or whatever it's called. Jack Gay. She moved on to soap operas. That's okay. Yeah, they're all grown up. Everybody's moved on. Yeah.
Everybody's doing the double on the WB backline.
Wait, we have one more.
Do you believe a man can fly? People can't fly, Lex. I did.
October 16th on the WB's New Tuesday. A small town on the edge of innocence.
Who's there?
It's me, Clark. I'm used to people judging me before they get to know me. I don't want anything to stand in the way of our friendship.
Sometimes people can
Look
surprise
they're
you.
all very young. Now they're old farts.
Future Clark.
I'm an old fart.
Man on the throne. Michael Rosenbaum, Kristen Crook, and Tom Welling.
We didn't find you, Clark. You found us.
The WB presents Smallville.
And here we are. We are going to be looking. This is a very special Saturday morning overlook. We're going to look through the years 1998 to 2003. And we're going to look at Kids WB, more cartoons next week. Then we'll get into the Fox Box and cartoons left over in 2010 before I conclude it. We're about halfway through. I'm really thankful all of you have come this far with me from 78 to now to 98. We're going to skip a few years because we're just going to focus on the animated stuff. Now, due to the nature of Saturday morning, we are not going to focus on Justice League except as a footnote. Because we're just going to focus on Saturday morning cartoons. That's going to be the theme for this, okay? We will reference Justice League. I would reference Justice League for you, what its significance is. But I just needed something to symbolize the Bruce Timm-verse. Now, the animated series, Batman animated series, debuted in 92. I don't know if it started out as a Saturday morning cartoon. I'm guessing it did, because I just remember seeing it at 4 in the afternoon on Fox. And then I do believe that they moved some episodes of Batman and Robin, was it the New Adventures of Batman and Robin, over to Kids WB. So we'll get into that in a minute. But this is sort of the representation of what we're going to be talking about. And let's go on. Let's go with the first one.
It's been a long time, Bingo. Talk.
I don't know, honest. I never went back after he muscled in. I don't want nothing to do with that clown.
That's enough. I think you got your answer.
How'd he do that? There's no way.
I heard you were crazy. I didn't think you were stupid. Bruce Wayne. You peaked.
Who?
I won't have vigilantism in my town.
That familiar music. That's the first time I think in media that Batman went into a nightclub. Because that happened later on in The Dark Knight in live action. And then The Batman. You know what's interesting about it was that at the time, and I'm not sure if this one came out. Keep in mind that so Bruce Timm kind of took over the style from Radomski's '92 animated series, and I can remember that you had to get up at 7 in the goddamn morning to watch the Batman episodes and then Superman, because from '96 to '97 you had Superman, right? And I think '97 was when One Saturday Morning for Disney came around. And around the same time, you had the Batman Superman Adventures. So it was that the first one I can remember was the holiday nights where the Joker was going to kill everybody on New Year's Eve, and it failed. And I only saw the last 5 minutes of that episode, and I said, "Oh man, I woke up late." That was a great time to watch this stuff. Now, Superman introduced Aquaman, Kyle Rayner Green Lantern, The Flash, not Wonder Woman, not until Justice League. But there were all kinds of superheroes that were coming into the Superman universe. Batman had the Creeper. I think that's about it. But this was, and the funny thing about it was that they had to rerun the Batman and Robin episodes because they didn't have enough of the new cartoon for '97. They called it Batman Gotham Knights, which was everybody was redrawn. I would always go on the website, on the WB website, to see which characters got redrawn and how did they look differently. Like Mad Hatter looked different, Bane looked different, Joker definitely looked different, Penguin looked different, Clayface is drawn differently, yeah. Riddler, Two-Face looked different. Everybody looked different because Bruce Timm had a different style than Radomski. And so it was less graphic and more for dumbed down for kids. It was going to match the style of Superman too. This was the beginning of stuff, okay? I guess they would say it's the same continuity and same canon as Batman Adventures, right? Animated series. And I guess Mask of the Phantasm, since that one is supposed to be in canon with the Bruce Timm stuff. So what you would see in the intro was Batman meeting Superman, but in the intro of Batman Superman Adventures. But here's the thing, this movie that you're seeing here, the Batman Superman movie, the episodes would be a 3-part episode, right? And probably handled better than Zack Snyder's stuff. But I still like Batman v Superman. But I really thought that scene was silly because in the original John Byrne comic, Batman had a sort of airport metal detector thing that detected Superman's X-ray vision. So Superman could never peek into Batman's cowl. He could never do that because Batman had a way to deflect his X-ray vision. So Batman was smarter than that. But that was '86 and this was '98. So what am I gonna tell you? I kind of sneered at that scene a bit. I like the Batman met Superman in the nightclub, but John Byrne wrote their first encounter that Batman knew that Superman would see through his disguise, so he would wear some sort of anti-X-ray vision thing. Anyway, this was when. So for this scene, I really liked this whole thing would not come out until December, I think. Either December or January. For months, for weeks, you would not see this at all. You would not see Batman and Superman meeting together. All you would see are separate episodes where they had their own thing going on, but it wasn't until probably December. It wasn't, no, it was actually '98. Either it was the spring of '98 or summer, because this was not '97. This was '98. My years are getting mixed up. For the first few months, you would see Batman and Superman doing their own cartoons, and then when you see that final scene in the intro where they're in the nightclub, that's the movie that wouldn't come out until probably late spring of '98. So everything was building up towards that, but this was a fun thing. But eventually the episodes would all run out. Superman would confront Darkseid on Apocalypse after he killed Dan Turpin, which was a Jack Kirby tribute. And then there was the final Batman episodes. I don't remember what it was about. Oh, yeah. The, what is it? Harley Quinn Mad Love, the adaptation. That was the final episode. Then we get into this cartoon. Well, let's look at some commercials, and then we'll get into the next cartoon.
If I had a remembrance book.
I'm Karen Grassley. I played Carolyn Ingalls in Little
She's
House
still
on the
alive?
Prairie. In real life, I'm a mother of a wonderful little girl. And it's as a mom that I want to talk to you about the best of Little House on the Prairie, now at a special low price. And right now,
Let's skip
you
to the
can
next
get this
commercial.
special movie for
$4.99. Well, you could just go online, or you could download it on demand.
Priceless treasure. It's mine, mine. Really?
DuckTales.
Run! And amazing feats. There's nothing you can't do. Like a desperate thirst for
Animaniacs.
Can we jump on your belly?
Political jokes that no longer work for kids' cartoons anymore. You can't talk about Stalin. It's gotta be for adults.
Somewhere between madness and mayhem lies Animaniacs.
Because we had a stronger constitution back then.
Scenery up. Talent in place. Action.
Oh, here we go.
Your eyes on this. Get ready. Kids WB's got your favorite superstars together in the 90-minute special.
Yeah, this is it.
And movies world's finest. Plus, we'll reveal the movie's behind-the-scenes secrets. And catch a sneak peek at the new series Hysteria.
Hysteria. I didn't talk about this one. They kind of followed Animaniacs and Tiny Toons. Hosted by the
Now
Joker.
it's time to go back to the show.
All right, let's go to another show.
The way out.
Freeze. Think. This can't be what you want. You'll only cause more pain, more suffering.
No. I end it. When this goes, I go too.
You feel it, don't you? Right through your suit. The heat is on, Victor.
Terry, I can't maintain video link. What's going on?
Wow. Let me see if I could press this button. There we go. Look at that. Couldn't get the button to work. That's my Batman Beyond 200 limited edition Batman figure. Justice Flight Batman. I don't think it's worth that much today. It's, you could probably sell it for 20 or 30 bucks if you wanted to. And then I paid less for it. Here are the different Batmen. So, Batman Beyond was the future. I mean, everybody still wants... I'm kind of on the same boat. I kind of want to see what Michael Keaton would have been like taking care of Terry McGinnis. We almost got that with Batgirl. There's very few DC Elseworlds stuff I want to see. That's not James Gunn connected. And one of them would have been Batgirl, but Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis, this takes place... what, 40 years later? So it's 2039. We're in the year 2023. So I guess Terry McGinnis would be a baby or be that was the incident where I guess what was it? Amanda Waller was going to have what is it? Andrea, like the Phantasm that have her kill Terry's parents, and she just scolded her like, "I will not do this. This is the worst thing ever." And I guess she eventually agreed to it, but that was like Justice League Unlimited. That was way later, but that was, I'm trying to remember, 2009 was when Ra's al Ghul had been destroyed. So what you just saw was the Mr. Freeze episode. There was Mr. Freeze, there was Bane, and who else? Ra's al Ghul, Bane, Mr. Freeze, and then Joker, eventually, the Return of the Joker. I still remember... You remember when John McCain was speaking out against violence in cartoons or violence for children? So fucking Warner Brothers had made an edited version for VHS, and I had watched that. I remembered it. The only thing I liked about the edited version of Return of the Joker was that Robin didn't forget himself and he didn't kill Joker, but but Joker died anyway. But I think the edited one was very dark. It was very dark. You know, but this was not a TV episode. I mean, I guess you could say that the edited version would be good for TV, right? But it was on DVD, so, and I had the screenplay book, so I knew how the thing would go. So you had Will Friedle, who was on Boy Meets World, and I think the Boy Meets World redo on Disney XD as Terry McGinnis. You had Cree Summer as Maxine. She looked, I mean, you know, Cree Summer plays some fine women, right? Still out there, still working. I think they're all still on strike as I'm recording this. And you had Kevin Conroy as old Batman, as old Bruce Wayne. I remember he was in that robot suit, that Batman robot suit. I used to draw some pictures where he would fight the Riddler in his old age. The Riddler was a supercomputer. And I think there was a supercomputer episode like that. But there was so many different things about it. I liked it. Instead of orchestra music, da, 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 you had rock and roll guitar music. And it was just reflecting that. And to me, I think the Batman Beyond Return of the Joker was the final episodes. There were some other episodes that did not air, but only aired in Canada. Yeah. So let's look at some more commercials. Let's see him flap one more time. Look at that. Look how cool that is. Look how cool that is. Let's see some more episodes about more commercials. And then we're going to get to the spin-off of Batman Beyond. There was a spin-off. Just like, well, actually, before we get to the spin-off, we do have another sort of DC Universe cartoon that took place in the Batman Superman era.
Pokemon on Kids WB.
Pokemon, yes. We'll talk about all this later on next week. We're going to talk about all the Kids WB stuff from 97 to 2000 something. All right, let's go to the next cartoon. Who is that Pokemon? Jesus. I forgot some of these dumb CGI bumpers and shit. I forgot about this guy.
The Poke Rap is next.
Oh yeah, Pokemon rap.
The world's greatest heroes are coming together for a superstar event. Awesome.
Yep.
WB Superpalooza.
What's that?
An entire week of superstar team-ups.
So this is where all the you meet the. All right, the Legion of Superheroes and Supergirl. That's right.
Teamwork.
Join the Flash.
VHS blips and bloops.
Many more. The Super
Steel was also there. Steel.
beginning Monday on Kids WB.
Gotta catch Seventh Heaven on Mondays. It's for Mary.
I'll tell her, Dad. Mary! Food!
That should do it. Gotta catch an extra.
Oh yes, he's had some problems, hasn't he?
You want a piece of me?
But Seventh Heaven lasted how many years? 10, 11 years? 15 years?
Seventh Heaven
God, that show lasted forever.
on the WB.
The fireworks would cause a problem. I can't believe I was so stupid.
You've been stupid about something else, too. Step to you this way. You want to keep seeing me? You better put that behind you.
And the worst part is, now I've got to face my sister.
It's my birthday.
Sharon,
I can explain.
explain what?
Well,
Like Plastic Man.
You don't have to explain anything. I owe you an apology for... Looks like she forgives you, bro. Way too easy.
Yep.
said,
Oh. When we get that?
Dad bought it. It just came today.
Dibs.
Oh shit.
It's all lumpy.
I care about him, like it or not.
Not. Definitely not.
Rubber
just
Band
chill.
Man. I know that song.
Hold everything.
Officer.
Virgil, what are you doing?
We're not supposed to let strangers in the house.
Damn.
Not a stranger, she's a police officer. Let go of me! Okay, Rubber Band Man, we know you're in here. Come on out, or your girlfriend's not gonna be too happy. What's going on?
Lock up after me. Yo.
Yeah. That's the season 3 intro. You had the here we go, hip. Yeah, it was a different time because now we went from Batman to something more ghetto, something more cultural. And everybody will remember this cartoon for a lot of the racial themes, school bullies, dating. I find him a little. I like him a little bit more than Miles Morales, and maybe more than Blue Beetle. But this is me, and I like that when Batman guest starred, Batman and Robin, and then Justice League. Now, Justice League came out in 2001 on Cartoon Network, and Phil Lamar did both voices of Green Lantern, John Stewart, and Virgil Hawkins, aka the Static. Superhero Static Shock. So this was like the fourth or fifth one after Justice League, I think. I'm not sure. This one came out in 2000, so maybe it came out just before Justice League came out in 2001. There were never any toys for this. I think there was a video game that got canceled. And I think there was like a one season DVD collection. I do believe you could buy all 3 or 4 seasons of this. I remember his friend Richie was originally gay in the comics. There were different things. He was Gear. He had a bright green outfit and then a dark green outfit. So it was. I mean, there were a lot of different things about it. There were positivity. There were very good things about this, and I felt it wasn't playing up the blackness too much. Or playing up, it was a smart kid in a bad neighborhood, and he had to deal with just living in the it's like, what is it? Not New York. Oh no. This was I'm trying to think of it. Milestone, not like Milestone City, but Dayton City. I don't remember which one it was, but yeah, I mean, I like this one. And Steel, John Henry Irons, when they did the art for that, I mean, there was just something different. When Superman and the Toyman crossed over into this, it was so different, and it felt so different. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. I just liked, it wasn't just a crossover of superheroes. It was a cultural, racial crossover of different types of people. They're coming over to the black side, to the black neighborhood. And it was funny seeing Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy in that neighborhood. I liked it a lot. And there were very few things like that's. If there was one thing you looked forward to, other than watching Pokemon, it was looking forward to Static Shock and looking forward to Batman and Superman and Batman Beyond. But we have a couple more cartoons. There's one more from the Bruce Timm verse that we should look at, but let's look at a couple of commercials. All right.
Thought you could handle
Oh, I remember this. They used to serve Tang in glass jars in the 70s and 80s. This is the orangutan one. Kick in the glass? Is that it? Kick the glass? I think it's kick in the glass. They don't make these pouches anymore. Look at Donkey, look at orangutans.
3 high-intensity flavors: fruit frenzy, berry panic, orange uproar. Tang, it's a kick in a glass.
Ha ha! And in a pouch.
Our Australian Mick Burke eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
G'day. I eat a little bit now.
Yeah, these. I think this is when Kangaroo Jack came out, isn't it? These are 2000 commercials.
There's no wrong way, beauty, to eat a Reese's. How dolphin trainer Jenny Russo eats a Reese's peanut butter cup. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Yeah.
There are times when a tiger can.
Why did he do that? I forgot. Oh yeah, supercharged stripes.
When he charges up on Kellogg's Supercharged Frosted.
Oh my God.
A complete breakfast.
More sugar. You don't need energy drinks. This is all you need.
And turn you into a whole different animal.
They're good. Oh, I better get that adjusted.
Kraft macaroni and cheese! All aboard! So take a cheesy locomotive to a good time marathon. Shout hooray, hip hip hooray! Cause when the cheese starts flowing, Kraft gets your noodle going. What's up, Doc? Now you can get a talking
yeah.
spoon free with 6
I think I have the Sonny the Cuckoo Bird spiral spoon from Cocoa Puffs.
Smart boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Me, Tasmanian devil.
We interrupt this program for an important... Drop your weapon! Hold it right there! Hands in the air!
Oh, this is not good.
The Synthoid, your puppet.
I don't do synthoids.
Sounds like the guy from RoboCop. Clarence, dead or alive.
Dr. Selleck. Don't let me bother you. Probably here for the same reason you are. It's nice to look back sometimes, especially now that the new synthoids are online. Truth is, I never had the stomach for building weapons. So I put an extra module in Zeta, a conscience, to make him rethink his programming. Imagine if the government knew what I was doing on their dime.
So you never told them?
Of course not. They'd have stopped me. I had plans for that one.
Come on, we have to get you off the ship.
Wait! Dr. Selleck! Dr. Selleck! I'm Zeta!
Z.
Dr. Selleck.
All hands abandon ship. Evacuate immediately. All hands abandon ship. Evacuate immediately.
He's gone, Ro. Now no one will ever believe me.
Don't worry, Z. We'll find a way.
I was built as a weapon to destroy, but I will not destroy anymore.
God, what an energetic show. This is a spin-off of Batman Beyond time. So just like Static Shock and Justice League spun off from Batman and Superman, so too did the Zeta Project from Batman Beyond. Now, I read that clip that you saw, I had to clip it out just to see if I could avoid the copyright claims, but that clip you saw was the first time that I ever saw the ending to this. I never saw the ending to Zeta Project. I've seen the episodes, I've seen the first 2 seasons, but I never saw that final episode till right now. And it's very sad because Zeta first appeared in an episode of Batman Beyond, but he didn't have a head. Now they have to give him a head because he looked pretty strange with that one. So he has a head. He meets the girl, Ro. They wanted originally for Ro, the executives, the suits and ties who wanted, before Kathleen Kennedy, okay? These people wanted to interfere with the guy's creativity, the showrunner, and told him that Ro should be a robot and that something else should happen. But he had a vision and he wanted to see it through, and he almost did. But isn't it odd that, but you think if Dr. Selleck wasn't real, he was a robot. So I guess he wouldn't he have sensed that Zeta was Zeta and not Zeta in disguise? But I mean, surely a doctor would know his own creation when he saw it. So that's a bit plot hole-ish. I guess I have a little problem with that. But I really still enjoyed this cartoon. It wasn't much. And in case you're wondering, yes, those of you who saw Superman and Lois season 2 or 3, I think it was season 2. Yeah, Zeta Ro is not a Kryptonian. Zeta Ro is Zeta and Ro. I think the writers thought they were being clever with that, but I recognize Zeta Ro immediately. That's not a Kryptonian name. It just feels more like an insult to that cartoon. That's a real big insult. I'm sure if the guy who did this cartoon saw that in Superman and Lois, he must be pissed off. I would be pissed off. It's like, first you tell me what to do, how to create my cartoon. Then you bastardize it by putting it in Superman as though it's another Kryptonian. How dare you? Anyway, let's wrap this up. Let's show one more thing here. Let's show last set of commercials.
You two here for the 25th anniversary of the Denny's Grand Slam breakfast?
I wanted someplace overpriced. Yeah, and it's the Muppet Show's 25th anniversary, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations, Kermit.
Wrong sounding Muppets.
Well, every day from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m., the delicious Grand Slam is just $2.99.
Let's get 3. Anything for you, Kermit? Sheesh, we may need a bigger booth.
Ha Can't say that no more. Disney will cancel you.
$2.99 Grand Slam, 7 days a week, right now at Denny's.
The skies are darkening. The season finale. I still have the TV guide for this.
Smallville, No Warning, the season finale.
Yeah, this is the first announcer for the Smallville episodes.
Everybody loves reading.
Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
The Force?
It's an energy field created
Oh my
by all
God.
living things. It surrounds us and
I've never seen this before.
binds the galaxy together.
Tonight at 6.
I've never seen that. That's an odd way to do a Star Wars meme.
Finale of Gilmore Girls, for Lorelai, rekindling an old romance could end a friendship.
I'm sorry, Luke.
And for Rory, her future is questioned when Jess returns.
And move back.
The unforgettable season finale, Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
At 7 on WB62. On the next Just Shoot Me, Nina learns a life lesson.
Did you know you can't take a monkey out?
All right, let's wrap this up. I hope you had as much fun watching this as I did putting it together. Look at this, Transformers Armada. These are the things I collected during the time of 98 to 2002, I guess. I wanted to cover Teen Titans and the Batman, but I think we can cover that separately. And along with Pokemon, the Jackie Chan adventures. Stuff I remember. Look at that. There's Ulala. She does a kick. Can she do the kick? Does a kick. Does a kick. Does a kick again. Very cool, right? I'm not that great at this game. Space Channel 5, there's Superman Shadow of Apocalypse, one of the few good Superman video games. Rebel Strike, Sonic. All right, next week we'll cover some more Kids WB from 1998 to 2003. And then after that, in 2 weeks will be the Fox Box. See you then.